Okay. All right, so it's 10 o'clock. All right. So once again, this is Gurography. It's a free lit review hub. Yan. So if you want to join our free mock boards, message lang po kayo sa Blue App. Sa Blue App na po kayo mag-message para diretso kasi doon ko sinisend yung link, okay? Link ng group chat. Okay, doon ko pino-post. All right, yan. So nasa huling bulong na po tayo ngayon, which I post every Monday and Friday. Kaya lang, meron naman yung mga daily mock boards pa, which is inaayos ko yung mga link, nakapost yung mga links doon para for easy access sa inyo. Andon, it's open hanggang matapos yung hanggang sa exam nyo yan, para may pag-practicean kayo. Okay? Ayun. And we also have YT. Okay? We also have YouTube, guys. So please, paki-subscribe. Mag-subscribe naman kayo doon. Okay? Para it will help me grow my para I can continue this for doing it for free. Okay, so ayun, so nagpapa ano pa pala ako, enroll po ako for social science majorship. Okay, so it's just for 249. All right. It's very affordable naman. Okay, so once again, I am Miss Karen Faye. Okay, so let's go. This is it's general education. Okay, yan. So we go to number one. All of the following correctly describes the ballad except A ballad is a narrative poem, B, a ballad uses dialogue, C, a ballad often follows the rhyme scheme A, B, C, D, or D, a ballad often uses learned language. Okay, yan. So last time, nung time namin, ang tanong was about sonnet. Okay? So, dalawang question yon. Yan. So, kahit hindi namin alam yung tanong doon, dalawang beses kasing naulit. So, parang pwede mo siyang ma-surmise. O yan. Pwede mong gamitan ng logic. Yan. Okay? Alright. Yan. So, ano yung sagot nyo dyan? Ano yung sagot nyo dyan? Alright, all of the following correctly describes the ballad except A ballad is a narrative poem, B, a ballad uses dialogue, C, a ballad often follows the rhyme scheme, A, B, C, D, and D, a ballad often uses learned language. Okay, so malay natin, sa bagay, ginawa ko naman na yung, pinalabas ko naman na yung dalawang actual questions about sonnet. Okay, so malay natin next time naman is ballad. Okay, so yan. Okay, so ano yung sagot nyo dyan? Guys, number one. Asan na kayo? Asan na sagot nyo? Ba't ayaw nyo sumagot? Ano yung sagot nyo dyan? Number one, guys. Oh, why? Ano, naglalag ba ako? Wala talagang sumasagot. Hala! Nawala ba yung live ko? Ba't walang sumasagot, guys? Okay, Ma'am Alexi. Very good. What happened to you, guys? Pakilagay yung number, please, ha? Yan. Ayaw nyo magkamali? Alright. Ilagay nyo yung number, ha? Yan. I-try yung sumagot, okay? Kahit hindi kayo sure, alam ko na bago to, okay? Pero at least dito natin nalalaman, 'di ba? Kasi yung parang kami noon na, alam mo yung ang alam lang namin sa sonnet is 14 lines, yung mga ganun-ganun lang tapos biglang iba yung tinanong about sa sonnet. 'Yon. So at least kung matakel natin dito, sayang pa, 'di ba? All right? Okay, so a ballad uses dialogue. Okay, sige. So let's reveal the answer. All right? So ang sagot po niyan ay except po siya. Okay, so hindi siya characteristic ng ballad. It's letter C. A ballad often follows the rhyme scheme A, B, C, D. Okay? And if nagkamali kayo dito, it's okay. Okay? I myself, hindi ko din alam to. Okay? Kaya natuwa ako nung nahanap ko yung tanong na to kasi bago, di ba? Yan, so nahanap ko siya. So at least sabi ko, oh, maiano ko. Okay, so sabi niya, a ballad is a narrative poem, yung letter A. Totoo po yon, okay? So, tandaan nyo po to ha, kasi baka ito yung lumabas. So, totoo po yun, kasi ang pinaka-essence ng ballad is to tell a story, okay? A ballad uses dialogue, ibig sabihin parang nag-uusap sila, di ba? Yung direct na nag-uusap sila. Opo, nangyayari, totoo po yon. Characteristic po yun ng ballad. Kasi, tingnan nyo, oh, I forbid you, maidens all. Di ba? Kinakausap niya. Alright. Etong D, a ballad often uses learned language. Okay, ang ibig sabihin niyan is, pag learned language sa literature, yan. So, research ko po to. Ang learned language sa literature, ibig sabihin napaka-formal yung yung salita nila, napaka-academic, napaka-scholarly. Okay? Eh hindi naman. Okay? Everyday language lang yung ginagamit ng ballad. Okay? Tingnan mo, that wear gold in your hair, 'di ba? Hindi naman super hindi naman super malalim. Okay, yan. So, a ballad often follows the rhyme scheme A, B, C, D. Mali po yan. Okay, so explain ko lang kung ano yung A, B, C, D, ha? Yan. So, sabi niya, apat kasi na lines yan. Okay, so sabi niya, oh, I forbid you maidens all. Pag sa first line, A na kaagad yan. Okay? And then, ang last niya is all, di ba? Tapos, that wear gold in your hair, air. So, hindi sila mag-rhyme. So, another B, di ba? To come or go by Cartero. Okay, so hindi na wala siyang kinarhyme sa ABC, AB. So C siya, 'di ba? And then for young Tom Lin is there. Tong here at saka there, parehas sila, kaya parehas silang B. Okay, so ganyan yung sinasabi niyang rhyme scheme. Okay? Okay? All right. Yan. So tignan lang natin yung yung uses learned language para ma-imagine nyo. Okay? So sabi niya, following the demise of his consort, the sovereign succumbed to a profound and escapable melancholy, ultimately yielding to the somber embrace of eternal repose. 'Di ba? Ang lalim. Hindi ko maarok. Okay? Ganyan. Okay. Guys, if hindi nyo alam yung sagot, okay lang. Okay? I myself, ito yung mga tanong na kinukuha ko ngayon kasi malapit na yung exam nyo. Marami doon ang hindi ko talaga alam. Okay? And hindi ako nahihiya na aminin sa inyo yon. Okay? Mas natutuwa nga ako na nakakahanap ako ng mga bago na tanong na hindi ko rin alam or alam ko na hindi common kasi alam ko na maraming lalabas na hindi natin nakuha. Okay? Yan. So, it's fine. Okay? Yan. So, linagay ko yung characteristic of ballads. Okay, pinakita na natin to tell a story, di ba? Ang bago lang dito is yung refrain siya, okay? So, meron siyang refrain. Parang yung yung kanta, di ba? Yung chorus, di ba? Yung paulit-ulit, repeated line or stanza. Ang tawag doon sa ballad is refrain, okay? Kasi baka ito naman yung lumabas. Kasi di ba, pinalabas ko na yung tanong sa actual let dun about sa sa sonnet, kung ano doon yung hindi characteristic ng sonnet. Okay? Kaya gusto kong sabihin lahat sa inyo kung ano yung characteristic ng ballad kasi baka yun naman yung ilalabas. Okay? And then meron siyang theme. Okay? Nasabi ko na yung dialogue, language, rhyme scheme, primary purpose, okay, which is to tell a story. So idagdag lang natin yung may refrain siya. Ito yung paulit-ulit, repeated line or stanza. And then yung theme niya usually is tragic or dramatic. Okay, ganyan. So, yung Robin Hood, yon is siya, it's a kind of ballad, right? Number 2, blank, it never recycled any waste materials. The company's environmental record was not perfect. A4, B in that, C with, and D due to. Hello, Ma'am Trace. Yan, blank, it never recycled any waste materials. The company's environmental record was not perfect. Yan. Is it A4, B in that, C with, or D due to? Yan. Ilagay nyo yung number natin, please. Ilagay nyo yung number. Thank you for, for tapping. Okay, so, if hindi naman nakakabahala sa inyo, nakakaabala pala sa inyo, is kindly tap yung yan, and share na din if it's okay with you. Yan. Pero kung ayaw nyong i-share, it's fine as long as you tap naman to help na lumabas sa FYP ng iba. Yan. For it never recycled any waste materials. The company's environmental record was not perfect. Okay? So, ang hinahanap dyan is yung because, di ba? Yan, yung term na because actually, because it never recycled any waste materials, the company's environmental was not perfect, sabi niya. Ilagay niyo yung number, guys, ha? Kasi, why? Kasi, ma-RR tayo, ma-RR, ma-restrict tayo, guys. Okay. Alright, so let's reveal. Anong sagot nyo? May A. Ayun, may D. May D, may A. Okay. You know what? Nung pinalabas ko yung adopt at saka adapt, tapos maraming nagkamali, naisip ko, kasi parang hindi na kasi ako naglalagay ng parang obvious yung sagot. Kasi feeling ko, kayang-kaya nyo na-encounter na nila to sa ibang mockboards. Pero na-realize ko talaga, ah, sometimes yung alam ko na common is hindi pala common yan. So, pinalabas ko din to. Yan. And eto nga, marami pa rin nagkamali. Alright? So, the answer there is in that. Okay? In that. Kasi yung for, tama naman yung for, di ba? Parang, ah, ah, halimbawa, sabi niya, he was happy for it was summer. Okay? Di ba yung parang, because, di ba? Tama naman. Pero, sa grammar talaga, yung for is hindi siya usually nalalagay sa first part. Okay, yan. So, tama sana yung for kung nasa gitna siya. Okay, nasa gitna siya ng dalawang independent clause. Then it could mean because. Okay, kasi hindi daw magandang pakinggan pag ilagay mo yung for sa ano sa 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 unahan, okay? Yan. Okay? And then yung meaning ng in that is for the reason that, okay? Or because. And that is why yun yung sagot dito. All right? Yan. So of course, yung with at saka due to, it's very very far na from there. B talaga. Okay. Yes, it's B talaga. Okay, yan. O, di ba? So, easy. Akala ko hindi ko na idadagdag to, pero sabi ko, I learned from the adapt at saka adapt. Okay? Yan. Number three, the members of the Federation of Cooperatives are A. Primaries, B. Secondaries, C. Natural persons, and D. Primary and secondary cooperatives. Okay. So the members of the Federation of Cooperatives are A. Primaries, B. Secondaries, C. Natural persons, and D. Primary and secondary cooperatives. Yan. So pag federasyon na ng co-op, yan. So, primary ba siya? B, secondary, C, natural persons, or D, primary and secondary cooperatives. Okay? So, ilagay nyo po ang number. Kumusta pala kayo, guys? Malapit na yung exam nyo. Are you excited? Ganun ba? Alright. Sige, wait lang. I-close ang ingay ng friend ko dun sa veranda. Okay, so ano yung sagot niya dyan? It's D. Ala, may B, C, D. Okay. Gusto nang matapos. Okay. Don't worry, okay? So sa ano talaga I will hindi ako very religious pero I will really pray for you, okay? Yan kasi alam ko din yung hirap. All right. Okay. So the answer there is primary and secondary cooperatives kasi ano na yun federation ibig sabihin 'di ba parang union of cooperatives. Okay? So let's see. So, ito. Yan. So, ano yung categories? Ayan. So, nahanap ko to. Republic Act 9520. Ito yung Philippine Cooperative Code of 2008. Okay? So, Republic Act 9520. Alright? So, Article 23 nahanap ko. Di ba last time hindi pala sa social science majorship pala yun. Yung iba't ibang klase ng cooperatives. So, ito, depende yan by category. Okay? So, ang category nito is by membership. Okay, categories by membership. And ito ay primary, secondary at saka tertiary, guys. Okay, so pag primary, yung mga natural persons lang. Yan. So tayo, halimbawa, member tayo ng isang co-op, then that primary yon. Okay? Yung secondary naman, syempre, how do you call that? Pinag, how do you call that? union naman ng primary. So, nagiging secondary. Okay? And then, yung tertiary is lahat yon. Okay? Yung natural persons at saka primaries, they are members of secondary cooperatives. Okay? Kaya ang sagot niyan ay primary at saka secondary ang members doon. Okay? Doon sa confederation. Alright? Confederation. Okay? Alright, number 3. Noise can be a pollution of the air. When is it a nuisance? Okay, nuisance pala, hindi nuisance. Iba yung meaning ng nuisance. Alright? So, A noise caused by percussion affects hearing. B, sound waves can be destructive to the ear. C, noise above 140 decibels. DB is decibels, guys. Cause pain in the eardrum. And D, decibels can be loud or soft. Okay? So noise can be a pollution of the air. When is it a nuisance? A, noise caused by percussion affects hearing. B, sound waves can be destructive to the ear. Noise above 140 decibels cause pain in the eardrum. And D, decibels can be loud or soft. Okay, yan. Guys, meron tayong ano dyan. When? Sabi niya. Kailan? Sabi niya. So, yun yung pwede nating maging ano. Kailan nagiging nuisance? Okay? Or, how do you call that? Disturbance na. Sabi niya. Okay, lagay niyo yung number ha. Lagay niyo yung number. Okay, so A, B, C. Yan tayo eh. It's either B or C. Ayaw magkamali eh. Ba't ganon? 'Di ba? Kayo nga nagkakamali kayo sa maling tao tapos dito ayaw nyong mag-risk. 'Di ba? Coach, tapos na yung ano, Valentine's. Sabi niya, alright, so, yes, ang sagot ay letter C. Guys, noise above 140 decibels cause pain in the eardrum. Kasi ang tinatanong niya is, when? Kailan? Ang sinasabi niya, noise caused by percussion affects hearing. Parang nagsasabi lang naman siya na yung noise caused by percussion can affect hearing. Yun lang naman yung sinasabi niya dyan. 'Di ba? Even letter B, yan lang naman yung sinasabi. Nagpapaliwanag lang. 'Di ba? Yan. Pero ang tinatanong is when, kailan, all right? So that is why the answer there is noise above 140 decibels cause pain in the eardrum. Okay, yan. So linagyan ko na rin ng ganyan. Okay, so basahin niyo na lang yan. Okay, yan. So pag pinost ko sa ating YT channel, basahin niyo na lang din yung mga ito. Okay? Syempre, hindi ko na babasahin. Diyos ko, kailan tayo matatapos, 'di ba? Yan. Pero we can start ano sa zero, okay? Kanyan. Okay. Bonus question naman to. The decibel was developed, yung decibel na decibel talaga. Decibel was developed in the 1920s by which organization to measure and quantity signal loss in telephone lines. So yun yung unang gamit ng decibel, yung nawawala yung signal, okay, as it passes through a medium. A, Massachusetts Institute of Technology, MIT. Yan. Ito yung school ng mga matatalino sa ano. B, Bell Telephone Laboratories. C, the Royal Society of London. And D, the US Navy Research Laboratory. Hindi po, Gen Ed po to guys. General Education po tayo. BQ1. Above cost, sabi ni Theo. Yan, tsagain yung mag-review ha. Yan, konting-konti na lang, push nyo. Alam ko nakakapagod din. Okay? Ilagay nyo yung number guys, please. Kasi pag once na na-restrict na naman, wala na naman. Hindi nyo nakikita, hindi lalabas tong ating live. Yan. Okay, so the answer there is, tama po kayo, the Bell Telephone Laboratories. Yan, kay Graham Bell. Okay, yan. Sila yung nag-coin ng decibel. Okay? Right, from the word organization, letter A. Oh, wow! Okay. All right, number 4. Ano ang tawag sa mga titik batay sa bigkas ng Ingles? Okay? A, alibata o baybayin. B, alpabetong Filipino. C, alpabetong Romano. And D, alpabetong Pilipino. Okay. Yan. So, 4, anong tawag sa mga titik batay sa bigkas ng Ingles? A, alibata o baybayin. B, alpabetong Filipino. C, alpabetong Romano. And D, alpabetong Pilipino. Okay. Yan. Ano ang tawag sa mga titik ha, batay sa bigkas ng Ingles? Sabi niya, ibig sabihin, we don't say it abakada. We say it ABCD. Ha? Yon. Ilang beses na rin nating naaral about itong mga ano, titik-titik na to. So I hope yan. But it's okay. If you don't get it, it's fine. At least dito natin ano. Hindi ko sinasabi guys na saan nang galing yung titik natin ha. Yan. Okay, so let's reveal. Okay, tingnan nga natin. Nag-C. Ala, lahat kayo C. Alright, the answer there is alpabetong Filipino, guys. Alpabetong Filipino. Di ba ito yung ginagamit na natin ngayon? Yan. Actually, nagtaka din ako nung sinabi nung co-teacher ko sa China. Sabi niya, o alam mo ba, nalaman niya na ang bigkas na daw is hindi abakada, kundi ABCD. Sabi ko, sino may sabi? Sabi, yung apo ko, sabi ko, ha, strange. Yan, pero ganun pala talaga, alright? So, tingnan mo na learning is ano, is everywhere. So, kung hindi sinabi nung friend ko 'yon, hindi ko malalaman na ABCD pala ang tawag ngayon. Okay? Kasi syempre ang naabutan ko lang abakada, 'di ba? Yan. So, I'm a millennial. So, yan. So, tingnan natin. Ganyan. Gusto ko lang pakita lang. Wala lang. Cutean lang ako. Tingnan niyo, yung ano, yung baybayin or alibata. Okay? So, ito, di ba, yung pre-colonial script. Okay, yan. Yung abacada, ayun yung Pilipinong alpabeto. Okay, this is the 20 letters yung abacada. Okay, and then yung modern Filipino alphabet nung 1987 na ano is the ito yung they pronounce hindi na abacada kundi ang A is A talaga, B is B, 'di ba? Hindi niyo ba naabutan yun, guys? Hindi niyo ba naabutan? I'm pretty sure halos mga ano kayo, Gen Z kayo siguro. Yan. Okay, baka kokonti lang sa inyo. Alright? So, ang ngayon is Filipino alphabet ang tawag dyan, ah. And then, we don't pronounce it abacada, but A, B, C, D. Alright? Number 5, Helen of Troy is the face who launched 1,000 ships. What figure of speech is used in the given sentence? A. Metonymy, B. Synecdoche, C. Simile, and D. Metaphor. Helen of Troy is the face who launched 1,000 ships. What figure of speech is used in the given sentence? A. Metonymy, B. Synecdoche, C. Simile, and D. Metaphor. Number 5 po tayo ha. Number 5. Yan. Mhm. Hala. Okay, the face is representing the whole. Okay. I love that. Yan. Buti na lang ano, sinama ko 'to, no? Although ang lumabas naman nung ano namin is metaphor. Yun ang lumabas. Yan. Nung June 2025. Alright, so the answer here is, bakit kayo nag-metaphor? Okay, so the answer there, tama si Mr. Lovely. Okay, the answer there is synecdoche. Okay, kasi yung synecdoche is S. Isip yan, linagay ko na yan, represents. S represents, okay? Yan, so yung face, it represents the whole person, si Helen. Okay, yan. So, akala ko mahihilo lang kayo guys sa synecdoche at saka metonymy. Okay? Yan. So, pero yung sumagot ng metaphor, alam naman natin yung metaphor, ito yung gumagamit ng as. 'Di ba? Yan, wala man as diyan. Yan, yung as, like, 'di ba? Yung indirect comparison. Yung simile is walang direct na comparison. Okay, yan. Uy, guys nangyari na sa amin 'to nung aming exam, wala talaga akong nakitang as. Okay, yung isang friend ko din walang nakitang as. Pero yung dalawang friends namin, kasi apat kami na magkakasama sa hotel, meron silang nakitang as. Okay, so please, talagang kailangan yung maging matanglawin. Okay, kasi even yung mga past na study buddies ko, nung una sila nag-exam, nag-uusap sila, hala, wala man ako nakitang ganyan, ganyan, ganyan. Okay, so it could really happen. Okay, so you should be matanglawin. Okay? Yan. Uy, teka lang ha. Ano? Okay, okay. Yes, 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 yes. Okay, so okay. Yes, yes, yes. Tama kayo. Yes, all right. Yes, tama kayo diyan. Okay? So simile is my ass, yan. And then metaphor is direct. Okay, yan. Okay, very good. Yeah, thank you. All right? So itong metonymy naman, ito yung pwede kayong magiging ito yung medyo how do you call that? Thank you for the correction. Yes. So tawag doon, ito yung pwede kayong mabudol sa metonymy at saka synecdoche. Okay? So synecdoche is just one is representing the whole. Okay? Yung metonymy naman is it is related or connected. Okay? All right? Yes. Okay, thank you for the correction. Okay. So let's see. Yan. So maglaro muna tayo, okay? Para hindi naman ano, okay? Yan. So this is metonymy para maitatak sa isip nyo, okay? Metonymy. Yan. So ito may words tayo dan. Crown, bench, brass, Silicon Valley and pen. Okay, yan. So sabi niya, refers to the monarchy or royal authority. Okay, yan. So metonymy to, okay? So is it crown, bench, brass, Silicon Valley and pen? Yan. Ano yung refers to the monarchy or royalty? Yan. This is metonymy, 'di ba? Kasi it represent it symbolizes one thing, 'yan. So ano yung sagot niya diyan? Is it crown, bench, brass, Silicon Valley or pen? Yan. Yes, tama. Yes. Yes, tama. Yes, synecdoche is a part. Yes, it represents. Yan. Okay, very good. So the answer there is yes. Okay, galing nyo. Yes. So it is the crown. Okay. Ito naman, refers to writing or literature. Okay, 'di ba? Sabi niya the pen is mightier than the sword, sabi niya. Yan. So is it bench, brass, Silicon Valley or pen? Yan. So metonymy tayo. Metonymy, hopefully by doing this, maitatak sa inyo. Okay? Alright. Okay. Galing nyo. Yes. So the answer there is pen. Okay. Good job. Yes. Refers to high-ranking military officers naman yan. So may naiwan tayo, bench, brass, or Silicon Valley. Okay, yan. So bench, brass, or Silicon Valley. Ano yung sagot niya ang tapat niya? Yan. Ano yung sagot niya dyan? Yung high-ranking military officers. Yan. So, bench, brass, or Silicon Valley. Yan. Yan na naman. Ayaw nyo na namang sumagot pag hindi kayo sure. Ganyan kayo. Ayaw nyo magkamali. And it's fine. O, secret. Ay, nako. Kayo talaga, oh. Alright. Okay. High-ranking, pag military officers. Yan, 'di ba? O kahit pa hindi pa military officers, yung mga military officers, ano ba yung meron dun sa ano nila, dito nila, oh. Yan. Okay, very good. Galing-galing nyo. It's brass. Okay, very good. Refers to the technology industry. Okay, very good kayo dyan. Brass, you are very good. Okay, refers to the technology industry naman. Is it Silicon Valley or bench? Yan. Yan. Yan, so makuwento ko lang, dun sa China kasi hindi talaga ako malabas, okay? Hindi ako mahilig lumabas, ganyan. Mukha lang akong ano, mahilig lumabas pero hindi. Tapos nag-text yung pinsan ko sa US. Sabi niya, I'll come see you, ganyan, and then we go to Silicon Valley. Nasa isip ko, anong meaning ng Silicon Valley? Yon. So, ngayon, tapos nakita ko yung tanong, yung ano na to, sabi ko, oh, akala ko Silicon Valley is ano, yung parang, syempre about silicon, di ba? Yon. Yon. So, yun pala. And then nakita ko to, lumabas to yung question na to. Sabi ko, okay, kaya pala. Okay. Yan. So, Silicon Valley is yung refers to the technology industry pala yan. Okay. Malay ko ba? Di ba? And of course, bench. Alam na natin yung bench kasi, di ba, yung sa judges or the judiciary. Okay, come to the bench. Gumaganon siya. Yan. Okay. Okay, 6, vascular tissue that transports water in leaves transports water in leaves connects directly to which of the following? A, meristems in the root tip, B, pistils in the flower, C, root hairs in the epidermis, and D, xylem in the stem. Yan. Transport water. Yan. Vascular tissue that transport waters in leaves connects directly to which of the following? Saan siya nakakonect? A. Meristems in the root tip. B. Pistils in the flower. C. Root hairs in the epidermis. And D. Xylem in the stem. Parang gusto ko kumanta ng ano, ne 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 ne. Xylem in the stem. Okay. D. Aba, ang galing-galing, ang galing-galing niyo, ah. Tommy, what is it? What's the problem? Come here, come here. Come here, darling. Alright? Okay. Ayan, ang galing-galing nyo. Yes, so the answer there is xylem in the stem. Okay, very good. Yeah. So, ang meristem, yan yung ano, yung na parte-parte, yan, yung region of cell or division, yan. Na parte-parte yan, yung sa meristem, and then it could develop into an organ or a tissue. Okay? Yan. Yan. Okay, and B pistils in the flower, yun yung female reproductive, na alala ko tuloy yung high school. Okay, yan yung pistils is yung female reproductive ng flower. And then root hair, syempre yan yung entrance ng water. Okay, yan na yung mga roots sa baba. Okay, and of course the answer there is xylem in the stem. All right? Okay. All right. So sabi niya, at gusto ko yung sabi ni Russified. Okay? Kasi syempre, meron ulit tayong dapat connected na, 'di ba? Kasi laging lumalabas yung phloem and xylem. So dapat malaman natin, what is the main difference between xylem and phloem? Okay? Xylem transports water and minerals, while phloem transport sugar. Okay, kung maka-sugar naman eh. Okay, or blue ba yan? Na xylem transport sugars, while phloem transports water and minerals. Okay, so binigyan na kayo ni Russified ng magandang P for P, pagkain. Okay, that is very nice. Yan. So, gagamitin ko din yan. Okay? Yan. Salamat sa mga ganyan nyo, sa mga tips nyo. Yan. Mm-hmm. Okay, yan. Ang galing-galing nyo naman. Alright, yan. So, very common to sa no? Sa mga Mac boards, no? Yung xylem tsaka phloem. Yes. And of course, ang sagot nyo dyan ay yan. Okay, andyan pa rin si Cupido. Okay? Yan. Okay? Love the comsec. Oo, tama. Okay, so you help each other. Okay, kung meron kayong mga ganyang mga mnemonics, yan, magtulungan kayo. Okay, this is not a competition naman. Okay, so tama po kayo, it's a red. Okay, tsaka yung isa pang lumalabas sa xylem is yung upwards. Okay, pataas. Okay, and then yung phloem is yung, syempre, dahil nag-bring siya ng pagkain, nasabi nga, or sugar, yan yung food niya is yung ganun-ganun na siya, 'di ba? Yan. Okay, yan. So, basta xylem pataas ng water o tsaka phloem is everywhere na. Okay? Alright? Number 7, most asteroids are found between the two planets. A, Venus and Earth. B, Earth and Mars. C, Mars and Jupiter. And D, Jupiter and Saturn. Ninis ako dito dati. Lagi ko nakakalimutan. Yan. Nung lumalabas to dati sa pre-board. 7 most asteroids are found between the two planets. A, Venus and Earth. B, Earth and Mars. C, Mars and Jupiter. D, Jupiter and Saturn. Kaya ako mahilig akong maglagay talaga ng mga mnemonics sa sarili ko. Kahit yung mga SSS, yung mga letters, I do that kasi nakakaano talaga. Okay? Bakit C? Bakit C? Sige nga. Alright. Okay. Ano mnemonics nyo sa C? Ayun, may sumagot ng D. Okay. And our answer here is... Okay. Hello, Ma'am Sachimacha. Yan, linav niyo yung aking stories. Thank you. Asteroid belt. Ball! Okay. So, the answer there is letter C. Yan. So, dahil nakakalimutan ko lagi, gumawa ko ng mnemonics, jam. Okay? Jam. Okay? So, Jupiter, tapos meron yung asteroid belt, and then yung Mars. Okay? So, the answer there is letter C. Okay, kung nagkamali ka, it's okay. At least alam na natin dito. Okay? Ganyan. Okay, pakitap naman yung ating live, guys. Kahit man lang mag 20K. Yan yung aking heart. Ay! Yan. So the answer there is Mars and Jupiter. Okay? Number 8, new students at the shop should bring A, hammers, wrenches, and screwdrivers. B, hammers, wrenches, and screwdrivers. C, hammer... Hindi ko pala makita na, no? Hammers, wrenches, and screwdrivers na walang comma. B, hammers, comma, wrenches, hammers, and screwdrivers. Okay? And then C, hammers, comma, wrenches, walang comma, and screwdrivers. Okay, and then hammers, wrenches, and screwdrivers. Yan. Okay. So, akala ko dati, nung nakita ko to, parang feeling ko tamang-tama ako nung nagre-review ako. Tapos, mali pala ako. Yun. So, sabi ko, okay. So, kaya that is why nung sinabihan ako ng mga friends ko na hindi mo na kailangan mag-review ka, papasa ka dyan, ganyan-ganyan. Talino ka naman, parang, ha? Sabi ko, I don't think so. Kasi pumasa kasi sila. Eh, ang gusto ko, hindi lang ako papasa, gusto ko mag-top. Ay, char. Okay, and of course, you are right. Okay? Ay, okay, dapat letter B yun ha. Sorry. Yes, so, yes, letter B yun. Hammers, wrenches, hammers na may comma, wrenches, may comma, and screwdrivers. Okay? Pasensya na. Lasing ata ako nung ano. Okay, so the answer there is B, please. Okay, B. Okay, yan. At ikaw naman, just Arando, ikaw naman. Antayin mo muna yung isang tanong ko. Alright, ang galing nyo talaga. Alam na alam nyo na yung style ko. Ano? So, what is the name of the comma? Okay, used before the word and in a series of 3 or more items. Omissive comma ba yan? B, Oxford comma. C, listing comma. Or D, coordinating comma. Okay, nakakainis ka naman, ano? Nakakainis ka naman. Alam na, ano? Alam nyo na yung style ko, ano? I-block ko na si Just Arando dito, okay? Tinatalo niya ako eh. The joke, okay? But that is very good, okay? Yan. So actually, hindi ko rin alam kung bakit yun yung sagot dati nung nagre-review ako. Tapos yung isang study buddy ko, yun yung sinabi niya. And ang sagot dito ay Oxford, comma. Okay, tama kayo dyan. Okay, so sabi niya, uy, ganito pala yon. Ang tawag pala doon kung bakit kailangan lagyan ng comma pa din doon after the second word is Oxford, comma. Yan. Okay, kaya naalala kong idagdag. Okay, so eto, doon kasi sa ating doon sa ating example parang hindi naman mahahalata, 'di ba? Yan. Kaya naglagay ako ng halatang-halata. Okay? So, pag three or more, kailangan lagyan talaga ng comma, okay? Yun sa screwdrivers, wrenches and hammers, hindi mo mahahalata yung pagkakaiba, pero ito mahalata mo, 'di ba? Tignan niyo na nga naman, okay? So, we invited our grouchy neighbors, comma, John and Ted. Tapos dito sa we invited our grouchy neighbors, comma, John, comma, and Ted. Okay? So, may pagkakaiba nga naman. 'Di ba? Ganyan. Kasi yung letter A, ay ito yung first na sentence, para ang sinasabi niya, yung grouchy neighbors na yun is yung si John and Ted. 'Di ba? Kasi isa lang yung comma. Pero pag nakita mo dito yung may comma yung neighbors, tapos John, tapos yung Ted, malalaman mo na iba yung mga neighbors, iba pa si John, at saka iba si Ted. Okay, 'di ba? Ganyan. So pag yun ang pinaka rationality niya na pag three or more you have to put comma, and that it is because of Oxford comma. And then maraming klase ng comma pero hindi ko na dinagdag dito. Okay, kasi masyado ng ilagay na natin next time. Okay? Yan, pag-aralin natin yun next time. Number 9, when rainfall attains a pH less than 5.6, it becomes A, torrential, B, tropical. Ay, hindi ko ata pinalitan yung tropical dito. Okay, C, acidic, and D, basic. Neutral dapat yung letter B, okay? So, number 9, when rainfall attains a pH less than 5.6, it becomes A, torrential, B, tropical, C, acidic, and D, basic. Yan. Ay, tuwang-tuwa si Shintaw Place. Yan. So, lagay niyo yung number please. Number 9. Special coma, comatose. Okay. Number 9, guys. So, ito yung sinasabi ko na pwede niyong pagtagpi-tagpiin yung ano, yung alam nyo. Okay? So, alam naman natin kung ano yung, alam naman natin, di ba, napag-aralan na din natin yung ano, yung, kung ano yung acidic, yung, ano yung alkaline, di ba, ano yung neutral. So, ano, we can always embed it here, not embed, okay? We can always, gamitin natin dito. Okay, yan. We can link it here, okay? And you are very good. Of course, the answer there is acidic, okay? So, pinalitan ko pala yung letter B ng ng hindi ng tropical. Linagay ko yung neutral para maano natin, okay? So kasi, 'di ba alam naman natin yung basic is 7, 'di ba? 7. Less than 7 is acidic, okay? And um ang neutral is 7, sorry. Okay, sorry. Ang neutral is 7, ang acidic is less than 7 at saka yung alkaline is yung pataas. Okay, yan. Yung mas mataas sa 7. Alright, yan. So, ang nakita ko din pagdating sa acid rain, yung 5.6 is slightly acidic siya. Okay? 5.6 is slightly acidic. Okay? Yan, number 10, in every society, ito talaga yung pinag-usapan namin na matagal noong mga study buddies ko na nag-take ng March 2025. Okay? In every society, a certain positions are assigned to individuals on the basis of age, sex, hindi pala, iba pala yung isa, next pala yun. Of age, sex, marital status, and other criteria. These patterns are A, universally accepted and practiced, B, culturally defined, dapat yan, C, learned from parents, or D, taught in school. Okay, yan. So in every society, a certain positions are assigned to individuals on the basis of age, sex, marital status, and other criteria. These patterns are, please put the number, guys. A, universally accepted and practiced. B, cultural defined. C, learned from parents. Or D, taught in school. Okay, yan. Yan. So, ang sinasabi niya is, pag you are assigned, okay, based doon sa age, sex, marital. Okay, yan. So it is not asking about kung ano yung sex, 'di ba? Ano yung age, ano yung marital. We are talking about yung assigned to individuals, okay? So ano ba yung nag-a-assign sa atin 'yan? Okay? Ano ba yung nag-a-assign sa atin 'yan? Okay? Okay, ba't kayo nag-wow kay Flap? Ano yung sinabi ni Flap? Ano yung sinabi ni Flap na nag-wow si Ivan? Alright? Okay. Alright. So, okay. Okay. Very good. Yes. So, the answer there is, very good kayo dyan. Ano ba yan? Okay. It should be letter B. Okay. Ano ba yan? Okay. Culturally defined sa AB. Yes, okay? Sorry. It should be culturally defined. Okay, di ba? Kasi nga yung sex is assigned by birth. Pero, you are assigned to what? Okay? Is culturally, kaya nagiging gender. Okay? Nagiging gender. Alright? So, the answer here should be culturally defined. Okay? Yes. Yes, exactly. Ascribe status. Yes, I was about to say that. Alright? So, the answer there is culturally defined. Yun ha. Kasi, for example, di ba, yung society yung nag-a-assign sa atin kung ano yung dapat expectation nila, for example, sa ating age. Okay, so for example, yung age natin is elderly, ganon. So, pag elderly ka, dapat ganito ka, 'di ba? Ganito yung ano yan, hindi ka dapat nag-iisip bata, ganyan. O, pag babae ka, sa sex naman, o pag babae ka, dapat ganito yung ganyan mo, okay? Hindi ka dapat, 'di ba kaya nga, 'di ba, laging sinasabi, ay naku, para kang lalaki, yung parang ganun, pag yung bata ka, tapos mahilig kang mag-climb ng trees, 'di ba yung mga gano'n, okay? Yan. Okay? So the answer there is letter B ha. Yan. Ewan ko ba kung ba't namali na naman dyan. But letter B, okay? Okay. Number 11, radium. Radium was discovered by A. Pierre and Marie Curie, B. Michael Faraday, C. J.J. Thomson. Ang lumalabas dito talaga is J.J. Thomson. Okay, pero Joseph John Thomson siya. Pero nakikita ko sa ibang mock, J.J. Thomson. And D. Albert Einstein. Okay, so number 11, radium was discovered by A. Pierre and Marie Curie, B. Michael Faraday, C. Joseph John Thomson, or J.J. Thomson, pag nakita nyo yun, and D. Albert Einstein. Okay. Okay. Inistorbo ako ng mga maliliit na cats na to. Sabi. Galat yarn. Galat yarn. Okay. All right. And the answer here is tama kayo dyan. Okay. Very good. Pierre and Marie Curie. Si Ante. Oo, si Ante. Okay. So, pinalitan ko lahat yung mga options dyan. Okay. Kasi para maalala nyo. Okay. So, si Michael Faraday. Ito yung lumabas noong March 2025. Okay. Yan. So, linagay ko kasi malay natin, di ba? So, Michael Faraday siya yung electric motor. Lumabas to noong March 2025. Okay, si J.J. Thomson, electron naman siya. Okay, Albert Einstein, theory of relativity. Alam naman natin yan. At saka, alam nyo ba kung ano din yung laging lumalabas kay Marie Curie? Do you know? Alam nyo ba? Yan. Alam nyo ba yung lumalabas kay Marie Curie? Yan. Yung isang common na nakita ko is siya yung kauna-unahan. Mark is the first woman to receive Nobel Prize. Okay, meron pa. Yan. Radiation. Ang cause pa ba ng radiation o is mutation? Hindi pa dapat. Ang cause ng mutation is radiation. Yan, baliktad po, baliktad po. Yobel shop. Okay, dapat ang cause ng mutation is radiation. 'Di ba? Yan. Okay, ang isa pang lumalabas nito, okay, radioactivity, tama naman yon, okay? Ang isa pang lumalabas niyan is, okay, yes, baliktad. Okay, it's okay. Ang isang lumalabas niyan sa kanya is, siya yung first na nakabag ng dalawang Nobel Prize in two different, a field, okay? Yan, okay? Physics at saka chemistry, okay yan. So, lumalabas sa kanya yan, okay? And then, alam nyo ba, hindi ata magandang sabihin, pero, nagbasa kasi ako about Marie Curie. Yes, very good. Chemistry and, yan, physics. Yan, so, siya daw dapat hindi daw siya bibigyan ng kasi meron siyang ginawang kasalanan. Pero, sabi nga is, yung ginawa niyang kasalanan is not the same doon sa 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 kanyang sa kanyang contribution. Yan, ganyan. So, may nabasa akong pero hindi ko sabihin dito. Basahin nyo na lang. Yan. May ginawa siyang pagkasala. Alright, number 12, to be a moral, ito yung sinasabi ko. Yan. Kasi iba-iba yung sagot sa mga mock boards noon. Yan. Nung sa aking mga March 2025 buddies. Okay, so to be a moral person is to A. Known and act upon the ought to be and the ought to do. Be integrated in speech, feelings, thinking, and action. B. To be able to follow the dictates of one's conscience. Kasi parang tama kasi lahat, di ba? And D. Be acceptable by society. Okay, to be a moral person is to A. Known and act upon the ought to be and the ought to do. Be integrated in speech, feelings, thinking, and action. C. Be able to follow the dictates of one's conscience. Nakabase ba yan sa konsensya natin? And D. Be acceptable by society. Okay, yan. Okay. So, syempre, nung una din na tinanong sa akin nung study buddy kong yon, ang sagot ko din ay letter A. Okay. Pero matanong ko lang, yung ano ba, yung yung moral dito sa Pilipinas could be parehas din yung moral, yung kung ano yung moral sa China, halimbawa, or Amerika. Sige. Matanong ko lang po. Yes or no ba yung tanong ko? Kung ano ba yung moral dito, yun din ang moral sa China? I don't think so. Yes. Meron doon din yung hindi. Okay? For example, abortion. Yan. Yan. Yes, it's no. Okay, yes. No. And that is why the answer there is letter D, be acceptable by society. Okay? Yes. Kasi di ba meron yung tinatawag, kung merong cultural relativism, meron ding moral relativism. Okay? And it really exists. Okay? So, nung sinabi ng study buddies ko na ang sagot daw doon isa naming isang pinag-mockboard namin ay letter D. So, syempre, research ko din. And tama nga naman. Okay, yan. So, marami talaga akong nakitang definition. Syempre, ang linagay kong definition, what is morality? Okay, yan. Okay, what is morality? And ang sinabi ng morality is, it is what is acceptable by the society. Kasi nga, meron tayong moral relativism, di ba? So, galing mo self. I like that. Okay? Yan. Okay? Yeah, so tama yon. So, ang moral, for example, dito sa atin talaga is ano hindi talaga pwede ang hindi pwede ang abort, T-I-O-N. Di ba? Hindi talaga pwede sa atin yan di ba? Unless, halimbawa, ah, uh, the pregnancy is, um, sa mother, 'di ba? Yun lang yung acceptable sa atin, 'di ba? Pero halimbawa sa ibang countries, I know by myself. I know it. Okay? I saw it na talagang pag may hanggang certain months, okay lang. Okay lang. May it pose as a danger to the health of the mother or not, it doesn't matter. Okay? As long as hanggang 4 months doon sa alam ko na country na pinagtrabahuan ko is it's okay. Okay? Ganyan. So the answer there is letter B. Ang tanong niyan is, ano ang kaiba ng moral sa norms? Norms, normal. Okay? Ano yung normal na ginagawa mo? Yun yung norms. Okay? Yung moral is between right or wrong. Okay? Yan. Okay? Yun yung pagkakaiba. Okay? Yan. Okay. So, agree ba kayo sa sagot ko? Or papipilitan pa rin natin sa letter A? Agree ba? Okay. So, kahit i-research nyo yan, guys. Kahit i-research nyo yan. So, of course, re-research ko naman yung sagot ko dito. Okay? Yan. Number 13. Ito na naman tayo. Okay? So, pinamackboard ko to. Okay? And then, pinag-isipan ko talaga yung sagot nito. Ang dami kong research about it. The most useful indicator of the degree of democracy reached by a particular society is whether it has A civilian government, B system of government checks and balances, C two house legislature, and D military government. Okay. Yan. The most useful indicator of the degree of democracy reached by particular society is whether it has A civilian government, B system of government checks and balances, C two house legislature, and D military government. Aba, ang galing-galing nyo May naka-follow na ba kayo sa aking YT, guys? Yan, tsaka sa aking FB. Kindly do so. Kasi ang balak ko talaga is gusto ko pa-free to ng bongga. Okay? Free, 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 free. Okay? But I need support also. Okay? So, as long as kaya kong maging free to lagi, i-free ko siya. But I also really need your support. Okay? Yan. What subject po pala to? What do you mean subject? Okay. Ay, grabe naman. Charles Black. Sabi niya, Eduard, top notcher to. Sabi. Ay, nako. Alright. So, the answer here, and it's not also being, it's not also being top notcher, pero maano talaga ako, ma-research talaga ako. Okay. Yes, it's Gen Ed po. It's Gen Ed. Okay. Ma-research po talaga ako. Gusto ko na, as much as possible, ang binibigay ko is yung tama. Okay? Yan. Okay. So, the answer there is system of government checks and balances. Okay? So, tama po to. Okay? This is Gen Ed, guys. Okay? Yan. So, ang unang tingin ni civilian government agad, 'di ba? Kasi dapat civilian yung 'di ba? Pero I research, ano ba yung meaning talaga ng civilian government? Okay? Ang meaning lang ng civilian government is from the civilian, okay? galing sa civilian yung pwede nating iluklok sa pwesto. Okay? Against sa military government na dapat military yung linuluklok natin, 'di ba? Pero, 'di ba? Bakit pag galing ba sa civilian, di pwedeng maging ano, dictator, 'di ba? Ang daming mga galing, ang daming mga ano naging ano natin, official natin na galing sa civilian government but they became dictators, 'di ba? Yan. So NK, North Korea for example, 'di ba? Civilian naman siya 'di ba? Pero dictator lang talaga siya. Yan. That is why the best answer here is system of governance checks and balances. Bakit? Kasi it makes sure, 'di ba, na walang iisang tao or iisang faction ang nagko-control ng power. Okay, and that is why the answer there is system of government, checks and balances. Sabi niya, go ma'am, support ako. Oh, thank you. Thank you po. Sige. Ano kayo, mag-send kayo ng message sa Blue App. Papasukin ko kayo dun sa ano. Naayos ko naman na yung MacBoards 1 to 30. Yan. So, hindi na kayo mahihirapan. Naglalagay na ako ng links doon. Kasi alam ko naman talaga tamad kayong maghanap. Okay? So, ginawa ko na yon. Okay? Okay. Yan. So, ganun ako ano, char kasipag. Okay, sabi niya, what time po kayo ng live, ma'am, dito para po nakapunta po ko lagi at anong araw po. Okay, so every Wednesday at 10 p.m. Yan, and then pag social science majorship, nagpapa-enroll pa ako doon, pero nagbibigay pa rin ako ng free every Saturday at 10 p.m. Ayan. Pag nakakarami na ako ng materials kasi kakapasa ko lang noong June 2025. So talagang ginagawa ko lang yung materials. Halimbawa Wednesday ang klase natin, ginagawa ko yan Monday and Tuesday. Okay? Ganun ako ano yung grabe yung research ko yan. So very raw pa yung gawa ko. So pero feeling ko naman pag nakakarami na ako ng materials, pwede na akong dadamihan ko na ng free live. Okay? Yan. Ayun! Uy, Robs, baka naman, baka gusto mo mag-enroll. It's just 249, okay? So marami na naka-enroll sa akin. But if you don't want to, it's okay. You can try every Saturday, okay? Yan, it's just 249. Pero kung ayaw mo, it's okay. May free naman tayo. The bank was swarmed with depositors. The bank, A, declared an open house, B, declared dividends, C, declared a holiday, and D, declared bankruptcy. Okay, now 14, the bank was swarmed with depositors. The bank, A, declared an open house, B, declared dividends, C, declared a holiday, and D, declared bankruptcy. Okay, yan. So ito na naman din naalala, yun kung sino yung study buddy ko na nagsabi ng ano ng Oxford comma, siya din yung nagsabi sa akin kung ano ba yung term dito, okay? Yan, kung bakit yun ang sagot, okay? Yan. May pasok pag Saturday. It's okay kasi recorded naman yung video ko. Yan, recorded yung videos ko. Pero pag hindi ka naka-enroll sa akin, yung free lang yung nakita mo. Yan. Pero pag naka-enroll ka sa akin, may PDF ka, may ano ka, may bonus quizzes ka, iba pa yung bonus quiz, ay iba pa yung quiz na weekly, iba yung bonus quiz, may PDF at saka may recorded video. Okay? Yan. So, ano yung sagot niya? Lagay niyo yung number, guys, please. Let's put the number. Kasi pag na-restrict tayo, guys, mahihirapan na naman ako. Yan. Hala, may sumagot ng ano. It's just 249. 249. Yan. 22 or more na ano, na live yon. Napakamura na. Kasi kakaumpisa ko lang and as much as possible talaga, gusto ko na very, how do you call that? Very minimal yung fee. Yon. Kung mayaman lang ako, kahit libre na eh. Okay. Alright. So, it's 249. Pero Janet at Prof. Ed, libre pa rin po yan. Okay? Okay. Bakit di ang sagot nyo? Sabi niya. Alright. So, bakit nga ba di ang sagot? Okay. Alright. Yeah, yung Soksay is 249. And then, libre na po talaga yung Gen Ed at saka Prof. Ed. Naka-enroll ka man sa akin o hindi sa Soksay, libre na po talaga yung Gen Ed. Okay? Yan. Okay. Bakit di daw yung sagot? Ano ba yung sagot ni Charles Black? Ano, Abi? Okay. Declare dividends. Okay. All right. Okay. Meron kasi yung term dyan. Okay. Yes, so the answer there is declared bankruptcy. Okay, and do you know, sige, magpaano ako? Ano yung term? Okay, ano yung term na na ito sa term, ano yung term dito na pag nag-declare yung bankruptcy, nagsoswarm yung mga people doon. Sige, ano yung term doon? Merong term doon. Nabanggit ko dati yan, kung talagang nakaano kayo sa akin. Yan. Okay, very good. Okay, Ivan Baradi, i-message mo ako. Bigyan kita ng load. 59 pesos. Okay? I-message mo ako. Very good. Yes. So the answer there is bank run. Okay? Yan. So bank run is when a large group of depositors rush to withdraw their money from a bank deemed at risk of going under. Okay. Yan. Okay. Eduard, message mo ako ha. Yan. And bibigyan kita ng load. Yes. Pasabog ka talaga, sabi niya. Pang top notch ang atake, di ba? Yan. Okay, so the answer here is bank run. Okay, ma'am, discount na lang po sa pag-join sa exclusive group for Soksay. Soksay major po ako. Okay, sige. Ay, Ivan. Sige, 200. Okay, 200. Okay na ba yon? Yan. Kaklase ko yan. Okay, very good. O, 'di ba? Yan. Very good ka dyan. O, 299 na. Okay? Yan. Marami pong naka-enroll sa akin. Yan. Kahit bago ako, marami na ding naka-enroll sa akin. And I'm very thankful of them. Yan. Yung nung nag-exam nung November, 8 ata sila. Yes, 8 ata sila. Naka ano lang sila, naka-enroll lang sila sa akin ng ilang weeks yon. Lahat sila pumasa, guys. Yan. Lahat sila. Uy, si Ma'am Aram naman. Yan, si Ma'am Aram naka-enroll na sa akin. Okay, yan. Lahat sila pumasa. Di ba, Ma'am Aram? Yan. So, 100%. 8 silang mag-exam. Ilang weeks lang sila nag-ano, ha? Yan. Number 15, I was speaking to Raquel on the phone when suddenly we were A, disconnected, B, cut off, C, hung up, and D, broken down. Yan. Si Ma'am Aram lahat na ata inavail niya. Inavail niya yung aking, ano, how do you call, digital flashcards, yan. Yan. Kaya kailangan ko talagang mag-pray for Ma'am Aram. Oh, hi, Sir Jason, you're late. Okay, I was speaking to Raquel on the phone when suddenly we were A, disconnected, B, cut off, C, hung up, and D, broken down. Yan. Okay, disconnected, sabi niya. Yan. Si Nox Tube naka-enroll din sa akin yan. Si Ma'am Trace yung 249 po recorded videos lang po or with flashcards and quizzes. Syempre yung 249 po, syempre may recorded video, may quiz kayo. Dapat i-quiz nyo muna bago tayo magla-live. Yan. So yung 249 na social science major, may quiz muna kayo. Ibibigay ko muna yung quiz. And then mga usually Monday or Tuesday yung quiz. And then, syempre, ile-live natin yan sa Saturday pag-uusapan natin. Syempre, marami kasi yung mga hindi nakaka-attend, may recorded video siya. And then, binibigay ko po yung PDF, guys. Yan. So, maraming nag-advise sa akin, huwag kang mabigay ng PDF. Kasi syempre, ibebenta yan, ganyan-ganyan. But sa akin kasi, ang pinaka-goal ko talaga is pumasa. Okay, so kung gusto nyong ibenta, nasa inyo na yan. Nasa konsensyon na yan, okay? Para sa akin, gusto kong pumasa kayo, okay? Yon. Alright? So, the answer here is... Okay, cut off. Okay, cut off yung sagot. At tingnan natin kung sino yung mga tama yung sagot dito. Okay, si Sir Jason. Si Yobel Shop. Yan. Okay. Yes po, yung 249 is the social science major lang po. Yan. Pero syempre, dahil libre na yung Gen Ed, libre na din kayo doon. Kung hindi kayo social science major, edi syempre libre na kayo sa Gen Ed at saka Prof Ed, yun lang yun. Yan. Wa- Wala na. Wala na ako na ina. Ay, nako, pinatawa mo ako. Okay lang, 'di ba? Yan. Yan, wala na ako na itama. Okay, so cut off. Okay, why? Kasi pwede mong, okay. So, yung hang up, alisin na natin yon. Kasi pag hang up, ibig sabihin may nanadya, di ba? Yung isa nag-hang up, yan. Di broken down, nasira, di ba? So, ang pwede natin pag-anuhan din is disconnected at saka cut off, di ba? Oh, tama yun. Yun yung gusto kong yung Shintaro Place. Sabi niya, at least alam mo na. Yun yung sinasabi ko eh. At least alam mo na, 'di ba? Yan. So yung A disconnected, ano ba yung nadi-disconnect? Yung tao ba o yung call? Okay? Yung tao ba yung call? Okay. The answer there is, yung call yung nadi-disconnect. Okay? Kaya hindi pwedeng yung sagot natin ay disconnected. Okay? Okay. Sabi niya, we were disconnected. We, ibig sabihin tao. And the answer there is cut off. Okay? Kasi yung cut off, pwedeng yung call yung na-cut off or yung tao ang na-cut off. Okay? Yarn. Okay. Number 16. Ang may akda ng tulang, ako ang daigdig. Okay, A. Alejandro Abadilla. B. Jose Corazon de Jesus. C. Aurelio Tolentino. And D. Amado Hernandez. Okay, ang may akda ng tulang, ako ang daigdig. I am the world. A. Alejandro Abadilla. B. Jose Corazon de Jesus. C. Aurelio Tolentino. And D. Amado Hernandez. Okay. At least may natututunan. Tama naman yun. Ako nga, ano dati eh, tawag doon, kahit mali-mali ako, okay lang eh. Malakas kasi yung loob ko sa ganyan eh. Yan. Kasi alam ko naman talaga na kailangan ko. So, okay. Very good. Okay, good job. Yes. All right, good job. So, the answer there is letter A, Alejandro Abadilla. Okay, pwede niyong isipin na A for A. Ako, Alejandro. Ako, Alejandro. Okay, yan. Okay, good job. Ito naman. Who was the critic that referred? Okay, so ano to? Stock knowledge to. Okay? So who was the critic that referred to Alejandro Abadilla as the father of modern Philippine poetry? Okay? So lumalabas din to yung father of modern Philippine poetry. Okay, modern si Alejandro Abadilla. Okay? Pero sino? Okay? Yan. Oo. Bakit? Okay. At bakit? Loko-loko to, ha? Loko-loko ang ating live. Okay, sorry. Okay. Ala, ano na yung... Oh. Guys, are you still there? Okay, nawala naman na tayo. Ayan. Nawala ang ating live. Sorry. Ano daw? Ewan ko minsan si TikTok, nagloloko yan eh. Yan. Na, hindi ko nabindot. Ano, sabi niya dito sa ang sabi niya dito is due to inactivity. Yan. Ganyan talaga si biglang nawala. Okay, parang ex mo ba? Biglang nawala. Nag-host ka. Hindi, ano talaga siya? Tawag doon? Sabi niya due to inactivity. Ganyan talaga si TikTok minsan may baliw-baliw siya. Okay, so yan. So, ulitin natin. Who was the critic that referred to Alejandro Abadilla as the father of modern Philippine poetry and recognized his role in challenging excessive romanticism and traditional rhyme and meter in literature? Okay, basically, sino, okay, ang nagpangalan sa kanya's father of modern Philippine poetry? Artemio Ricarte ba yan or Pedro Ricarte? Okay, is it blue or red? Okay. Sine. Okay. Sige nga, sabihin nyo nga sa akin, bakit siya? Bakit si Blue? Sige nga. Yan, sinadya ko talaga yan eh, yung pinili ko na yan. Yan. Kasi gusto kong ipatsa-patsa yung yung inaral. Okay? Yan. Kasi masasagot nyo yan. I just want to prove kasi na na pwede niyong ipatche-patche talaga yung ano. Gawa-gawa ko lang naman yung tanong na to eh. Yan. So, nabasa ko to nung nagre-research ako. Yan. So, bakit sa tingin niyo yung blue ang sagot? Yan. Kasi you can patche-patche your ano, what you learn. Mm. Mm. Okay, yes. So, tama ang sagot niyo ay si Pedro Ricarte. Pero sino ba kasi si Artemio Ricarte? Yan. Sige nga, guys. Sino si Artemio Ricarte? Familiar yung Pedro Ricarte. Narinig ko na dati. Hindi ba si Artemio Ricarte yung narinig mo? Yan. Okay, so si Artemio Ricarte, 'di ba ito yung general ni ano ni Bonifacio. Yan, ito yung inasawa ni ano, ito yung inasawa ni sino na yun yung babae, yung ano, yung laging ano, si Agueda Esteban. Yan, inasawa ni Agueda Esteban. Yan, 'di ba? Yan. Oo, si Artemio yung narinig mo. Oo, yan. Very common siya. Yan, yung asawa niya. General siya ni Bonifacio. Okay, yan. May mga lumalabas pa nga na they are best friends. Okay? Number 17. All of the following are examples of input devices except A, scanner, B, mouse, C, printer, or D, keyboard. Gusto niyo ba ng printer? Ganon. Okay. Okay, so all of the following are examples of input devices except A, scanner, B, mouse, C, printer, or D, keyboard. Yan. So, ilagay natin yung number, please. Number 17. At talaga naman, talagang linagay talaga. Printer! May oras ka. Printer. Or printer. Okay. Okay. Huwag ka nang magalit, Charles Black. Okay, di ba? At least nalaman mo. Okay, number 17. All of the following are examples of input devices except A, scanner, B, mouse, C, printer, and D, keyboard. Okay. Okay. Kasi, okay, very good. Ang galing. Yan. Okay. Yes. Okay. Alam niyo ba yung dating coach ko, lagi niyang sinasabi kasi mahilig akong mag-rationalize. Sabi niya magta-top ka. Okay? Kaya naniniwala ako na pag marunong ka ng mag-rationalize, magta-top ka talaga. Okay, may tama na. Okay, hugs to you, Charles Black. Okay, so yes, printer. Okay, kasi printer, syempre, nag-output na yan, di ba? Naglalabas na ng information, di ba? Yung scanner pa din, yung scanner, nag-i-input pa rin yan. Automatic na yung mouse at saka keyboard. Okay? Number 18. What do we have in common with the beast? Oy, gusto ko to yung tanong na to. Okay, our intelligence, B, our material body, D, our manner of survival, and D, our freedom. Okay? Ano yung common natin with the beast? Yan, sa mga animals. Okay. Yung kaparehas natin, A, our intelligence, B, our material body, C, our manner of survival, or D, our freedom. Ba, talagang mag-C kayo talaga lahat. Okay, C. C. Natawa si Jeff Gleason kay ano. Gusto ko yung ganito, yung may tawanan. Yan. Yay! Ay, tama na, sabi niya. Okay, ang pinakano naman talaga dyan is kahit lagi kang mali-mali, lumalaban ka. Yun yun. Nung bago ako nagre-review, 48% nga lang yung mga ano eh. Ay, grabe na ta. Instinct ng animals or based survival. Okay. Alright, so the answer here is our material body. Okay? Very good kayo dyan. Our material body. And tumama naman si Eduard. Okay? Kasi yung intelligence ng animals, yung manner of survival ng animals, yung freedom nila, it is based on their instinct. 'Di ba? Base sa instinct nila 'yon. Unlike sa atin na base sa isip natin, base sa reason natin, ginagamit natin yung ating brain. 'Di ba? Yan. Okay? And that is why yung material body natin, ang common talaga natin kasi 'di ba? Parehas tayong naibo-born, and then lumalaki tayo, ganyan, tumatanda, ganyan, 'di ba? Genet po tayo, Genet. Yan. Pero yung intelligence natin, ano yung intelligence? Puro ba instinct? Hindi naman, 'di ba? Yung manner of survival, puro ba instinct natin? Hindi naman. Yung freedom natin, usually, especially yung moral freedom natin, instinct ba yan? Hindi naman. Yan, okay? That is why the answer here is letter B, our material body. Gusto ko yung sinabi ni Eduard na instinct. Gusto ko yun. Okay, very smart. Okay, number 19. Who is widely recognized as the father of the semiconductor industry in the Philippines? A. Arturo M. Tolentino, B. Diosdado Dado Banatao, C. Ramon Valera, and D. William T. Torres. Okay. Ay, sabi kay Eduard. Ang galing ni Eduard na, yan. So, who is widely recognized as the father of the semiconductor industry in the Philippines? A. Arturo M. Valentino, B. Diosdado Dado Manatao, C. Ramon Valera, and D. William T. Torres. Okay, so lahat ng mga tao na to, okay, is na-encounter ko na to. Okay, kaya, sila ang pinalit ko sa mga options. Okay, pinilit ko talaga yung mga options. Yan. Yan. So, gawa-gawa ko lang yung tanong na to. Gawa-gawa ko lang yung tanong na to. Yan. Kaya pinili ko yung mga nakalagay dyan. Kasi sila yung mga kilala. Okay? Yan. So, kung hindi nyo alam yung sagot, it's okay. Kasi gawa-gawa ko lang yung sagot na, tanong na to. Okay? Kasi alam din naman natin, marami din gawa-gawa na tanong doon. Okay? Believe me. Alright? Alright, so the answer there is, yan nga natin yung mga sagot nyo. Yan. Okay, ang galing-galing nyo ah. Okay, very good. So the answer there is B. Diosdado Dado Banatao. Yan. So nanonood kasi ako ng TikTok kahapon. Nakita ko to. Yan. So nakita ko yung live niya. Yan. So sabi ko, idagdag ko nga yung ano. Okay, yan. Yan. Alright. Si Sir Arturo M. Tolentino, lagi yan. Common yan. Okay? Father of Archipelagic Doctrine. Okay? Arturo M. Tolentino. Okay, yan. Si Ramon Valera, ang ano ko dito, ang mnemonics ko dati is VVV. V for Vogue. Okay? V for Vogue. Okay? Kasi lumalabas siya, Father of Philippine Fashion. Okay, yan. Si William T. Torres, TTT Internet. Okay? Father of Philippine Internet. Si William T. Torres. Okay? Okay? Alright. I-screenshot nyo na lang to or pag na-post ko to sa YT natin, i-screenshot nyo na lang doon. Okay? Yan. So, please, support me sa ating YouTube. Okay? Yan. So, kailangan din nating kumita. Okay? Dami ko natutunan today. Okay? Thank you so much. Okay? Yan. So, marami pa tayo. Guys, marami akong linagay ko na yung mga links kasi March na, madali na lang, okay? So, gumawa na ako ng links ng mga actual questions na ginawan ko ng video. Okay? So, ginawan ko na ng links, pinost ko na sa aking sa ating Blue app, okay? So, i-message nyo na lang ako doon or i-message nyo na lang ako doon, papasukin kayo sa GC, andun yung links na pwede nyong panoorin. Okay? Kasi yun yung mga actual na lumabas. Okay? Nung 2025. Okay? Mag-avail kami bukas, coach. Avail na rin kayo, everyone. Di na kayo lugi. Oo naman, di na kayo lugi. Diyos ko, alam nyo ba, kahit gabing-gabi nagme-message siya sa akin, kahit hindi mga naka-enroll sa akin, ma'am, ano po yung sagot nyo dito? Ganyan-ganyan eh. Nakukonsensya naman ako na hindi sumagot. Yan. So, ito yung sagot ko dyan, ganyan. Kahit hindi ko naman Macboard yon. Number 20. Why do people feel warmer just before it rains? Yan. So, totoo pala yan. A, heat released by the condensation of water vapor. B, the clouds prevent heat from escaping the earth. C, the increased relative humidity makes them feel warmer. And D, the warming is due to the heat absorbed by the evaporation of water. Sabi niya. So, why do people feel warmer just before it rains? A, heat released by the condensation of water vapor. B, the clouds prevent heat from escaping the earth. C, the increased relative humidity makes them feel warmer. And D, the warming is due to the heat absorbed by the evaporation of water. Okay. Yan. Ala. Ano yung sagot niya din? May ano yun? CCD. CCDC. CCDC. C. Okay. Tingnan nyo sa letter D, guys. Sabi niya, the warming is due to the heat absorbed by the evaporation of water. Na-absorb na yung heat, guys. Na-absorb na yung heat. Ibig sabihin, wala na yung heat. Oo, tama si Ma'am Aram. Lahat na ata in-avail niya sa akin. mga ano, mga digital flashcards, yung mga ganon. Iniisa-isa niyang sinasagot talaga yung mga 30 points na bonus quizzes. Yan, free naman yung bonus quiz. Okay? Okay. Ako, naiintindihan ko kung bakit sagot nyo C, Jan. Okay, naiintindihan ko. Kasi ganun din yung feeling ko na sagot noon dati. Okay? So, tama din, okay? Natanga din ako dyan dati. Akala ko C din yung sagot. Okay? But the answer here is heat released by the condensation of water vapor. Okay. Unang-una, sige, yung letter D, the warming is due to the heat absorbed by the evaporation of water. Okay? So, tama po ako. Okay, so explain natin kung bakit yung D ay mali. Na-absorb na nga yung heat, guys. Pag na-absorb na yung heat, ibig sabihin hindi na siya mainit. 'Di ba? Yan. Tama naman kayo na yung letter C is yung pag humidity, pag 'di ba pag mataas yung humidity, mainit, 'di ba? Pero ang tinatanong diyan is yung feels warmer, ibig sabihin yung temperature yung pinag-uusapan. Kaya yung C ang sinasabi niya is humidity, pero ang hinahanap natin ay ang hinahanap na ay temperature. Okay, yan. So, yung letter B, walang sumagot. That's very good kasi letter B is greenhouse effect. Okay? Ang letter A, heat released by the condensation of water vapor. Okay? Natakal na din po natin yan before. Okay? Nakalimutan niya lang or hindi pa kayo nakikinig sa akin before. Okay? Baka bago kayo. Okay? So, ulitin ko po ulit. Okay, yan. So, ito kasi laging lumalabas to eh. Yan. So, pinalabas ko na last time ito, pero pinalabas ko ulit dito kasi baka lalabas. Okay? So, pag exothermic, okay? Exothermic, okay? Ibig sabihin, lumalabas yung heat. Okay? Ang ano dyan is exocofreed. Okay? Exocofreed. Okay? Ano yung mga process na lumalabas yung heat? Okay, is condensation, freezing, and deposition. Yung deposition, yun yung kabaliktaran ng sublimation, guys. Okay, so ulitin natin, exocofreed. Okay, co-condensation, freezing, and deposition. Tama naman, pag nag-freeze, talagang lumalabas yung ano, yung lumalabas talaga yung heat. Okay, yan. So, yun naman yung endothermic, yan yung nag-absorb ng heat, okay? Para magkakaroon ng process, nag-absorb yun ng heat. Okay, very good. Oy, ba, may pa ganyan pa si si Charles Black. Sabi niya exo exit, endo enter. Oh, galing. Okay. Yan. So pag endoems, okay, endoems. Okay, ibig sabihin nag-a-absorb ng heat. Okay, so endoems, evaporation, M melting, and S sublimate. Tabi nyo guys, tabi. Pambigyan nyo na si Charles, okay? Yan, so sublimation. Okay, alright. So maraming salamat. Napasaya nyo ako ngayon, okay? So, napasaya nyo ako. Gusto ko talaga yung laging kasi hindi ako lumalabas ng bahay. So kayo na lang yung kinakausap ko and you made me happy. Okay? Alright. Ang saya dito. Yes, okay. Yan. So, meron pa yung mga time na mas masaya yan. Yung pag may nahahanap ako na questions na yung talagang nakakaloka, ganyan. Mas masaya yung ganun. But I'm very grateful, okay, na you are very happy here, okay? Kasi if hindi niyo nilalaman, I am I was, okay, I was a kindergarten teacher, okay? So ano, sanay ako na magpasaya sa bata, okay? And alam ko na and kahit na mga adults tayo, gusto pa rin natin yung masaya na 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 kind of aral, okay? Fun, okay? Alright, so thank you so much for being with me. Yan, natapos natin yung 20 points, ganyan. Okay? Tagos sa screen ang spirit nyo, ma'am. Random yung passion, of course. Okay. What time ka po nagla-live? Okay. Bukas ulit. Ay nako, kung kaya ko lang, guys. Kung alam nyo lang. Okay? So, don't worry. Siguro makakaya ko nga Monday and Wednesday. Okay? So, siguro makakaya ko nga. Ayoko kasi yung health ko. Yan. Kasi kung ano yung tinuturo ko, yung 20 points na tinuturo ko, ginagawa ko yun yung 2 days. Okay? Yan. Ganun ako kalalang mag-research. So, ayoko namang isang kalan yung aking health for that. But I would really love to do that. Okay? But I will try kasi malapit na yung exam nyo. Okay? Ayan. Okay, so thank you so much. Message nyo ako sa Blue App. Pag member kayo, Gurography, please sa ating YT channel. Yan, so mag-subscribe po kayo doon. Okay, yan. At saka yung nakakuha ng 59 pesos, you message me. At meron kang 200 pesos only to pay. Alright? Okay, thank you so much. Ipopost ko